this before. How do you develop as a self-control skill to not to trade when there is no setup? It has been my biggest problem. Yeah, that is the very important question. So let me answer to that question again. So developing a self-control skill takes time. First of all, it takes time. You can't get that in one day. It has to be, for a couple months, or maybe it takes years to master it. But one thing you have to remember to obtain a self-control is to let's say to know that the market is moving every day, 24 hours in Forex, or almost 24 hours every day, Forex pairs, except weekends. You have to know that deep in your heart, that even if you miss today's chance, there will be tomorrow. There will be always tomorrow in the markets. So that's the proper mindset to have always, to keep in mind. And also, if you are rushing to make profits, and if you can't be away in a range market, most likely you want to make profits as soon as possible, and you are eager to have profits every day. And I have to tell you that it's also the wrong mindset. You can't make profits every day in trading, and that's a reality. So, you can't make profit every day, or you can't make profits every week or every month. Sometimes, you can't make profit every month, and that is the fact. However, you have to follow your rules, your trading plans and rules. Otherwise, when you lose, you may lose big, and you may lose consecutive, and you may, lose over time. So even if you have some wins in the future, it can cover the previous losses, and as a result, it may be a loss. But to avoid that, you have to be away when you have to, and you have to look for the trading edge when you have to. So in that sense, you don't have to have bias towards the market directions and market situations, because you are not the one who controls the market. If you can control the market, then yes, that will be true. You can take trades every day, but you can't control the markets. You can't control directions in any time frames. So that means you have to stay away when you have to avoid the unnecessary losses. So with that mindset, hopefully you can develop a self-control skill. So, to not to trade when there is no setups. Yeah, and also the other thing that is also remember is that never change your strategies. When the markets range like this, a whole week or 2 weeks, 3 weeks, when the market's been ranging, people tend to change their strategies. Not only minor change, but also they change the whole strategy. They may start to use a whole different indicators, whole different confirmations to be able to take trades on the range market. But my recommendation is not to do it, but rather to stay away. Because if you start to use the new strategy, then you may fail because you have less experience than that strategy that has been using for you. So you may fail, you may end up losing. You may end up losing the account itself. So never switch your strategies. Never change your setups. If there is no setups right now, today, then simply stay away with that mindset, because there will be always tomorrow. There will be always the markets that meets your strategy, that meets your setup to trade in the future. You have to really understand it deep in your heart. So that is my advice for Dan. Okay, so let's check some other charts now. Alright, so Johnny says Nifty 50 view please, alright? Thank you for watching the video until the end, but before ending, let me briefly share with you one important concept of mine as a pro trader. That is, I am not focusing on one single trade result, but my main focus is a result over time. Because most of the traders only focus on one single trade result or a couple of trades results, whether it's a win or loss, and they tend to get emotional from trade to trade. And they don't really focus on the result in a long run. So remember to focus on your trades results over time, at least for a month, and don't get emotional by a result of one single trade. If you liked today's video, please press a good button and make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so that you get notified as I keep uploading a new video or as I do the next live. So I wish you a great trade success on your way, and I hope to see you on the next live or video. Alright, so until then, stay gold and またね。